It's 2 a.m. on January 3rd, 2026. While most of the world was still recovering from New Year's celebrations, the sky over Caracas began to glow, not with fireworks, but with the streak of Tomahawk missiles. Within 30 minutes, the geopolitical map of the Western Hemisphere was rewritten. No long, drawn-out invasion, no boots on the ground for months, just a precision strike, a flash of Delta Force operators, and a Truth Social post that shook the globe. For years, the U.S. called it a red line. They called Venezuela a narco state. But what actually happened in those 30 minutes? And how do we get from economic sanctions to a full-blown decapitation strike? To understand the attack, you have to look at the months leading up to it. It wasn't a sudden decision, it was a slow tightening of the noose. In August 2025, the U.S. Southern Command began a massive buildup. By November, the USS Gerald R. Ford, the world's largest aircraft carrier, was sitting just off the coast. They called it Operation Southern Spear. Publicly, the mission was counter-narcotics. The U.S. claimed Maduro's government was running a global drug cartel. Between September and December, the U.S. conducted over 35 strikes on maritime vessels. 115 people were killed before a single missile hit Venezuelan soil. Then came the naval quarantine. The U.S. stopped every tanker. They froze the lifeblood of the Venezuelan economy. By Christmas 2025, Caracas was dark, hungry, and isolated. The stage was set. The attack on January 3rd wasn't a carpet bombing. It was what military analysts call a decapitation strategy. At 2 a.m., U.S. Joint Special Operations Command, or JSOC, targeted the command and control centers. They didn't just hit barracks, they hit the antennas. They blinded the Venezuelan military's communication. While the explosions at Fort Tiuna acted as a diversion, elite Delta Force teams, pre-positioned through covert CIA operations, moved in on Maduro's private residence. Reports suggest the entire extraction took less than 30 minutes. Maduro and his wife, Cilia Flores, were reportedly whisked into a helicopter and flown to a waiting U.S. ship. By dawn, the U.S. Attorney General, Pam Bondi, announced they were being indicted in New York for narco-terrorism. But why now? Some say it was about the oil. Venezuela holds the world's largest proven reserves, and the U.S. has already stated they will be very strongly involved in the industry moving forward. Others see it as the ultimate victory image for an administration that thrives on strength. But the vacuum left behind is terrifying. The Venezuelan government has called it an imperialist kidnapping and urged a national uprising. As Maduro sits in an American cell, the question isn't just who will lead Venezuela tomorrow, it's whether the rest of Latin America will ever trust Washington again. The U.S. strikes on Venezuela marked the largest military intervention in Latin America since the 1989 invasion of Panama. It was fast, it was precise, and it was devastating. But as history shows us, the 30-minute coup is usually followed by a decades-long struggle. The tyrant may be gone, but the conflict, it's only just beginning. If this story mattered to you, don't scroll past it. Listen, share, remember.